Good afternoon to you, sir. Hope you're having a good day and you are happy to be at this 2023 Women's and Women's Conference. How does it feel to be finally here at the Women's Conference?
For me, because I'm at the center of it, I'll say it's all thanks to God. I think it's a privilege to give oneself, particularly in raising funds to further the works of the women's work, the youth, and I think everyone in the diocese, especially the clergy, we all use this event resource center. So it's a good avenue for us to actually support the work of not just the women, but the entire diocese of Lagos Mainland. So I'm glad to be here.
That's wonderful, sir. Now you are the host for this year's Women's Conference. What does this signify to you? Does it impose any responsibility of any kind to you? And what does it generally signify to you?
Like I said, we are called to the work of mission, especially to build infrastructure. And I think that is what the Women's Conference is all about, to build infrastructure for the youth, for the clergy, and for all who come to this event resource center. So I think for me, it's a responsibility that one will say we are glad to actually take on, because it is God's work. For it, if we see it as evangelism, as a mission, that even when we are not here, whatever fund we have raised, God will still be using it to touch the lives of people.
Thank you very much, sir. So finally, this year's theme is "We Have Seen the Lord." Do you think it's important in our lives, not just as Anglicans or even as individuals, that we see God at every aspect in our lives?
For me, because I've spoken about this theme actually for the women at the beginning of the year. One of the things you see in that gospel, according to St. John chapter 20, verse 18 and 25, is the fact that despite the loss of Jesus and the devastation or the challenges it posed to Mary, one thing we understood, or what we have come to discover in reading that passage, is the fact that she tarried, she stayed, looking, searching for our Lord. There was an effort on her part that when others left, she continued to look for the Lord. And just as it is, she found the Lord. And not just her, she said it got to a point where it just not that I have seen the Lord, but we have seen the Lord. There are other witnesses with her to testify that the Lord has appeared. So what does it mean to us in Nigeria? Despite the fuel crisis, the problem, the challenges that we are facing, we should not give up. If we tarry and continue to look for God, He will appear to us. And all of us, not just individually in Nigeria, but collectively, we can say as a nation, we have seen the Lord.
Thank you very much, sir. So we've heard it from the vicar, which happens to be the host of this year's Women's Conference, the Surulere Archdeacon. That is important in our lives and in all we do, even as Nigerians, that we continue to look forward to the Lord and He will continue to show up for us. Thank you very much, sir. Do have a lovely day. Thank you.